Groundhog Day. I mean, it's not really happy because the rodent predicted 6 more weeks of winter. Good thing he's only right 40% of the time. But let's talk about how insane this holiday is. So it started back like in the 1800s. And if this groundhog came out of the hole in the ground, get it? And he sees a shadow, he gets scared and runs back into his home. And that is supposed to predict that we have 6 more weeks of winter. If he comes out and he doesn't see a shadow, then he's not scared and he stays out and spring is coming. So there's this town in Pennsylvania called Punxsutawney, and they do this ritual every year with their groundhog called Punxsutawney Phil. He's not the same groundhog because they die. They get all dressed up in their top hats and suits and stuff, and they come out on stage, this whole club of men. The president picks up the groundhog and has the groundhog talk to him. And apparently the president has the ability to speak groundhogese because he possesses this ancient wooden cane. And the groundhog tells him whether he saw his shadow or not. And then he tells us through a speech. He picks one of the 2 scrolls. Yes, the shadow. No, a shadow. We are team no shadow because we want spring, of course. But today, the damn rodent predicted 6 more weeks of winter. Now, we all know it's a rodent. This is mythology. This is fairy tales. This is silly, but it's also tradition. And it's fun. I don't know. I love Groundhog Day. I think it's silly and fun. One year when my kids were little, I decided, okay, how do I make like a Groundhog Day meal? So I got ground beef, ground chuck. Chuck is another name for groundhog. I created meatloaf that looked like a groundhog. And it looked beautiful until I cooked it. And then it looked like roadkill and it's disgusting and it became hysterical. And then I cooked it every year after that because it was just this hysterical thing. So here's the picture I'm going to show you of what I used to cook for Groundhog Day. So happy Groundhog Day, my friends. Love and hoping you get spring soon.